Let's talk about something huge, something invisible, something that basically powers our entire world. It's a programming language called COBOL, and it's running on systems that were built decades ago. The big question is, how do we bring this absolutely critical code into the 21st century without, breaking everything?
Okay, take a look at this number. 250 billion. What in the world could that be? It's not a crazy valuation or a government budget. It's something way more fundamental, hiding in plain sight.
That's right, 250 billion lines of code. And this isn't just code sitting on a dusty server somewhere. It is the active, beating heart of the global economy, a digital foundation written in a language that's literally older than the moon landing.
And just look at how deeply embedded it is. We're talking about the backbone of banking, the systems that handle your insurance claims, crucial government services, even the inventory and sales systems at your favorite stores. It's the ultimate unsung hero of our modern lives. But here's the catch, the big conundrum. This code is critical, no doubt, but it also represents a ticking clock. Its old-school reliability is now being overshadowed by some very real, very urgent problems.
Let's just break down the risks here. First off, the people who know this language inside and out, they're retiring fast, and there's no new generation to replace them. Then you have what we call technical debt. Because these systems are monolithic, basically one giant tangled block of code, making even a tiny change can be a massive, slow ordeal. Plus, that age makes them hard to secure, and an absolute nightmare to connect to modern cloud services and APIs.
And that cost, it's not just some abstract concept. It has a real impact on developers. Check out this number, 17.3.
Yeah, that's nearly 18 hours. That's more than 2 full workdays every single week that developers are just wrestling with old code. It's not just inefficient, it's a perfect recipe for burnout, and it completely suffocates any chance for real innovation. You just can't build the future when you're constantly fighting fires from the past. So what's the answer? You can't just scrap it all and start over. That's where this mission comes in, code modernization. For any company that wants to stay relevant, this isn't just an option, it's a strategic imperative.
Now pay close attention to that last part, preserving its critical business logic. That is the secret sauce. This isn't about throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Modernization is a careful, almost surgical process of taking decades of priceless business rules out of that old COBOL and giving them a new, powerful, modern home where they can actually evolve. And the good news is, you don't have to just wing it. There's a proven playbook for this, a clear path forward that turns this massive challenge into manageable steps.
It all starts with knowing exactly what you've got. You have to map everything out, every dependency, every piece of business logic. It's like creating a detailed blueprint. Then you refactor. You carefully clean up and untangle the code without changing what it does. Only then do you start converting it into a modern language. And finally, the most important part, you test, and then test some more before you integrate it.
This quote really hits the nail on the head. It's all about that preservation. You're cleaning up the inside to make it better, stronger, and easier to work with, but from the outside it behaves exactly the same. This is what takes the risk out of the whole process.
Now, if that 4-step process still sounds like a multi-year nightmare, well, it used to be. But today, things are completely different. We have a new game-changing toolkit. Say hello to your AI copilots.
This is where things get really, really cool. AI can dive into that ancient COBOL, automatically figure out what it's doing, generate documentation, convert it, and even write the test to prove it works. These tools act as a massive accelerator, turning what used to be a project that could sink a company into something that's totally achievable.
The best way to think about these AI tools is as expert translators. They don't just swap one word for another. They understand the meaning, the intent of the original code, and they make sure that all of that crucial business logic is perfectly preserved and rebuilt in a modern way.
So what does this transformation actually look like? Let's get specific. We're going from this dense, monolithic COBOL that's been running for decades to this modern, modular Java that's ready for the next few decades.
So take a look at the before picture. This is real COBOL from a claims system. You can see right away how it's just this dense block of instructions. Everything runs from top to bottom, making it incredibly hard to change one thing without accidentally breaking something else.
And now look at the after. This is the same logic, but it was automatically translated by AI into Java. The difference is just night and day. It's structured, it's organized into logical objects. It's like building with Legos instead of trying to carve a sculpture out of a single block of stone.
It's readable, maintainable, and ready for anything. That's the power of this approach.
So all this careful planning, all this incredible new tech, what does it get you? It leads to a massive payoff. Let's look at why this transformation is absolutely worth it.
This simple chart really tells the whole story. With the old legacy system, your costs to just keep the lights on are sky high, and your speed to deliver anything new is painfully low. After you modernize, that entire equation flips. Your costs plummet, and your ability to innovate and deliver new features just explodes.
So in the end, it all comes down to real business value. You get faster, releasing new features in weeks instead of months. You get safer, with modern security built in. You actually preserve all that priceless business knowledge in a form everyone can understand. And all of that, of course, adds up to a major financial win and a huge competitive edge.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. There's no doubt that your legacy system was an amazing asset. It got you to where you are today. But as you look to the future, you have to ask yourself, is it really ready to build what comes next? Or is it time to finally give your most critical business logic the modern home it deserves?